Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Friday, July 3rd. We're looking at a change in the weather pattern. The low pressure system over the region that was dominating our weather is now shifting out. We'll see high pressure from the south building in, warming, drying, diminishing winds, and maybe some mid-level moisture early next week for some isolated thunderstorms on the drier side. As you all know, fire danger very high, 90th, 97th percentiles in most areas in southern and central regions. A little higher up in the north, they will be drying out very rapidly, however. So for today, we do have still some isolated lightning in our northern areas, some breezy winds, about 20 to 30 miles an hour, but some of those occurring in the vicinity of our large fires. Otherwise, a significant warming trend getting hot by the end of the weekend. Our satellite imagery shows things clearing out. Still one last day under the influence of the trough, so still some mid-level moisture here, but you can see how rapidly it is exiting the region. Over the last 24 hours, we did have some lightning in central and northern areas, mostly in the east. We'll have to watch those in the heavier fuels for any holdovers as we go in the coming days, as precipitation was pretty scant. But over the past 7 days, very heavy precipitation in the mountains of Idaho and also in parts of western Wyoming, 1 to 3 inches of rain. Peters off quite a bit as you head just south of the Idaho border, though northern Nevada had quite a bit there as well. Our large incidents shown here, we're in PL4, and the drought situation obviously severe to extreme, and even some isolated exceptional drought covering just about the entire area. Our ERC point map showing that a lot of areas in the orange above the 90th to 97th percentile, some isolated stations higher than that. The ERCs took a big nosedive in the north. You can see the arrows pointing upwards. They are starting to rise and will do so through the next couple of days. Because low pressure trough is moving out, we have high pressure over the south building in, drier air over the Great Basin the next couple of days. And by Sunday, we see more of these areas in the black with a few specks of green. So we'll have to watch for the potential for isolated lightning on the drier side over our southern areas. But overall, we do have high risk for burn environment for some of those breezy conditions in southeast Utah. Otherwise, you can see the drying trend the next couple of days. A deeper dive, we see those winds here today in the darker green, some specks of orange, so 20 to maybe close to 30 miles an hour. That's going to be combined with single-digit humidity. And we see those humidities really dry out the next couple of days, even up in the north. These are outflow boundaries here on Sunday from where the model thinks there could be some thunderstorms. These aren't really gradient winds, so I will take that with a grain of salt. Big temperature change from today to Sunday. Everyone sees about a 4 to 8 degree warm up. And precipitation, as I said, scant for the next couple of days. Now, on early next week, we could see some mid-level moisture up here. We'll see some models are forecasting more in the south. We're carrying high risk right here in the Dixie region, and we'll see if this stays or we have to shift it further north. But the overall drying trend continues. Winds overall not a major factor. The humidity stays dry for the following 3 days into the middle of next week. And again, not much in the way of precipitation at all. So the monsoon is definitely missing here. Summing up our 7-day outlook, you can see that significant drying trend, and we'll have to watch the potential for lightning on Monday, maybe Sunday. Timing a little tricky with these things. And the 8 to 14-day outlook, above normal temperatures for most of the area, getting hot again. Also drier for most of the Great Basin. The monsoon having a really tough time getting past central Arizona, so no relief from the monsoon as we go into the second week of July. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.